Wendy's, don't test me, I'll put you in the death squeeze, just like an orange in the summer.
Mustafa meets Billy at 4:30 a.m. for their morning workout.
Good morning, are you ready?
Can we go in and talk first?
There is nothing to talk about. You can go in, but I'm not going in with you. I have 5 miles, 1 mark there, and 1 on the way back that I need to get done.
You can't put it on hold for 20 minutes?
I gave you a year and a half, you didn't do shit with that time. Why would I give you more time and chances to hurt me?
I didn't mean to.
We're best off as partners. Let's keep it professional.
This is on you, flirting with the dude in front of me. How did you expect me to act?
Like an adult. I'm over it, and I don't want to have this conversation right now. Or ever for that matter.
Billy runs off, and Mustafa follows closely behind. There was no room for conversation, and the only focus on Billy's mind was that cup of coffee Jonathan promised. They were 1 mile from their first target. They settled down under a tree and sat close as if they were a couple, enjoying nature. First mark, 32-year-old Martha Davis. Death by strangulation, jogging near the baseball field every morning at 5:30 a.m. Billy looks at her watch, and they're right on time. Billy shows Mustafa where she's going to approach Davis and what he needs to do to help keep their cover. Mustafa goes to the other side of the bridge, which is closer to the tree line, and sprayed a thick perfume in the path, then waited for her to get a little closer and sprayed more. In Davis' file, it states she has a slew of allergies. Heavy perfume toxins being one of many. Martha slowly comes over the bridge, looking winded and in need of air. Billy saw her chance and placed the thick wire around her hands that was covered in Kevlar gloves.
I have an inhaler you can use.
Davis, gasping for air, reaches her head out for Billy as she drops to her knees. Davis started reaching for her leg. Billy wrapped the cord around her neck and dragged her into the bushes nearby. Billy pulls the cord upwards to completely shut off her airway. Gasping for air in this position wasn't an option. Mustafa meets Billy at the base of the bridge. What was she reaching for?
An EpiPen. I emptied it and placed it back in her tights. Off to the next. I have about 20 minutes to offer.
And if we don't get the mark in 20 minutes?
Then we get them tomorrow. These two didn't have dates. They were nearby and no real planning is needed.
In that case, let's not look obvious and give the next mark a few days before we hit them. I'll call for cleanup.
It wouldn't be obvious, because the bodies are never found, hence the reason you contact cleanup. But we're a team. If you don't feel comfortable doing 2 in a day, no problem at all. We'll talk later. I need to go get ready.
I'm not comfortable yet. I've done plenty on my own but never organized. Just give me a few days to get it together.
I understand. Been there, done that.
Thanks for understanding. I'll get this cleaned up, and I'll still beat you to the house.
Challenge accepted.
Billy takes off in the direction of the safe house. Mustafa, on the other hand, was up to something, but he was quick with the cleanup, and was racing to catch up to Billy in no time. I have to ask, is it over between us?
You made it clear on the plane that you weren't my man. Then you doubled down, and made it crystal clear when I saw you kissing Kate. Yes, we're done. It's over, and our relationship died.
Noted. I'm truly sorry.
Things happen, no worries.
Do you mind if I spend the night here?
It's a safe house, not my personal home, so you're more than welcome.
I'll be back in about an hour.
I'll be leaving out around that time, but all you have to do is use your thumb in the fingerprint tab, and it'll unlock for you. My things are in the master bedroom. You can pick and choose. There is an additional 3 rooms, and the hub is in the basement.
You made friends already?
I'm not doing this with you.
Just looking out for my partner.
What happened between you and Kate already?
Nothing. I mean, she's there and we cool. I wanted to make you jealous by being more desirable.
Why, when you already had me?
Because as Sebastian was talking, I seen your hips shift just like he said. Like he was remotely playing with your body.
What? You need help. Whatever you do, Don't enter another relationship until you have had the counseling you need, because the jealousy you have in you will destroy a woman's soul. Trust me.
Why do you say that?
What did I do as soon as I got past the checkpoint?
I wasn't there.
You were, but I went to the bathroom. I had to pee, I wasn't gyrating. I've never been sexually attracted to a person after they've hurt me. Why mess up a good thing?
Because I was overthinking and overreacted.
Well, you hurt me, and there will never be an us again.
I'm going to get you back, and you're going to fall in love with me this time.
The head games is what I don't want. I'm meeting up with a gentleman by the name of Jonathan. We're going for coffee. I'm telling you out of respect, and as a partner.
Enjoy your time with him, it won't last.
We're friends, get your jealousy under control.
Billy gets showered, dressed, and does her hair before rushing out to meet Jonathan at his place of business.
Good morning, I'm here to see Mr. Jonathan Perez.
Good morning, Miss McGuire. He's waiting for you. I'll take you to his office.
Thank you, but how did you know my name?
Mr. Perez runs this place. If he states he's waiting on someone, we make sure that we're familiar with them before they come in. It's corporate policy to be informed of our visitors.
That's great business practice.
The concierge took Billy to Jonathan and closed the door behind him when he left. You look stunning.
So do you, and less nervous today.
Yeah, I had a long talk with myself this morning.
You cute. Would you mind if I hugged you?
I love you. I mean, I would love that.
Relax, I won't bite. Unless you want me to.
One day, maybe. Why don't you sit? I'll get that coffee started. Jonathan walks out of the office, leaving Billy behind while he gets the coffee he promised her. Slight change of plans. The coffee maker is broken. Maybe I can offer you diner coffee instead?
Or we can stay here and talk, unless you're really in need of coffee.
No, I can do without. I was thinking of you.
Can I be honest?
Please do.
I didn't agree to meet up with you for the coffee, I agreed because I like your company. Plus, I like tea better.
Thank goodness. I thought you were a coffee drinker, being a cop and all.
Stereotype much.
You stereotyped me too, but two wrongs don't make a right.
That's true. But as I think about it, I am hungry. I didn't eat after my run.
The diner it is. Let's go. While on their travels to the diner, Billy saw the other mark she wanted to get before coming to see Jonathan. He went into the same diner they were heading to. Billy excused herself and followed the gentleman in the back, where the restrooms are located. Get me the usual, I'll be back. Billy opens the door to the gentleman's restroom and only saw her target's feet in one of the stalls, facing the toilet. Second mark, 47-year-old Paul Howard III, death by strangulation. Billy locks the door behind her, takes the chain off of her purse, and hooks it around both hands. With the door between them, Billy opted to use the door as leverage. She quietly climbs the door and quickly wraps the chain around his neck from the back, and pulled him back towards the door she's holding onto, with her underarm pits resting on the top edge. There was very little struggle, and Paul collapsed within a minute, tops. She checked his vitals and this mark has been cleared.
Sorry about that, I needed to make a phone call.
I hope you don't mind, I didn't want to order until you got back.
No, that's fine. We can eat together.
Moments later the waitress came to take their order and complaining that Paul didn't pick up his order yet. Billy sent out a text to the cleaners to make sure they were nearby, because sooner or later someone is going to need that stall, or go look for him, and see Paul sitting there dead. Are you okay? You look concerned.
Do I? My son didn't call me this morning. He normally calls, so I'm just over here being a mom.
Maybe you should visit him. Do they allow that in military school?
No, there's no family contact until the holidays or they have completed their rank. Once he moves up, he'll be able to come home for a month. I just miss him, that's all.
I know the feeling. I miss my daughter every day. No sooner than their order came, the cleaners showed up as well, blocking off both restrooms. No one batted an eye, not even when they were carrying Paul out, jammed into a metal drum. Billy assumed waste management comes often enough for no one to care or ask questions. They finished breakfast together and headed back to Jonathan's office to continue their conversation.
Thank you so much for today.
It was a lovely morning date. I hope I didn't keep you too long.
You didn't. I enjoyed my time with you.
Maybe you can come over tonight. I'll make you dinner. I promise my stove works.
Maybe we can head out for a walk later. Nice air made you some good.
I don't care what you want to do, or where you want to go. As long as I get time to know you, I'll follow you anywhere.
Now that sounds stockish.
I know what I want, and I'm not afraid to show it. The kiss from Jonathan wasn't something she was expecting, but she's glad she had the chance to experience it. It was like fireworks being set off, and a strong but sensuous vibration all over her body. Something Billy has never felt before. She pulled away from him, looking at Jonathan in his eyes, and felt her knees weaken. Billy excused herself, and could feel the embarrassment run across her face. Her body was reacting to Jonathan in ways she couldn't imagine, but she sure as hell didn't want to experience them in front of him.